Still in a little bit of pain this morning from our dog of the day. It's time to bounce back. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets. Thanks for hanging out with me on this episode and kicking off your Tuesday morning with me here as we're giving out free sports picks each and every single day. And let's go ahead and recap yesterday. Yesterday was one of those days where it's just not fun in the old sports betting business. Days like this, though, make good days feel all that much better. We lost both of our picks yesterday. Castillo did not go over 6.5 strikeouts. He got beat up like a piñata. I mean, the Indians just absolutely took it to him, putting up all kinds of runs each and every single inning. Yeah, he was chasing the fourth inning there, so nowhere near going over 6.5 innings. Then our dog of the day, super painful. We had that Royals money line up over those Yankees. 0-0 after 6, 1-1 after 7, 2-2 after 8, 3-3 after 9, 5-5 after 10, and then they went ahead and lost it in the 11th inning, going down 8-6. What a just a good ball game. One of those ball games I like, one of those low scoring affairs, through much of the game. And then it was kind of good that the Royals, every time the Yankees scored in the top half of the inning, they came right back in the immediate, in the bottom half of the inning, and were able to tie it up and keep it, a tied game and keep them right there in it. So, I mean, obviously, we want to win bets, but if you're going to lose a bet, boy, you can't ask much more for the Royals. We were in that game that whole way, and yeah, that one's painful right there that we couldn't snatch up a nice win, because that would have been, about plus 180. I saw the line, unboosted was about plus 160. Obviously, the public is obviously always going to be up on the Yankees, so yeah, that one's a tough loss right there, but we'll of course bounce back as we always do. As for the free giveaway bet, that one did not happen. The Brewers-Cubs game got rained out, as mostly expected right there, although there was an opportunity for them to kind of get that in. The rain kind of tapered off around 8:30 or so, but I guess Major League Baseball decided to go ahead and give that game a doubleheader. So we'll obviously maybe look to play that game again today. We're not going to give you guys a bet today for the Brewers because we don't know which pitchers are going to pitch in which game of the doubleheader. So for that one, you're going to want to make sure you follow me on Twitter at WinningBetsPod. Once we know which pitchers are going in which matchup in the doubleheader, may make a decision on that one. So yeah, just follow me up on Twitter on that one. But hey, I guess the free giveaway bet didn't lose. It didn't happen. So we still got 4 more to go. We'll still put it on your hands after this show. Make sure you jump on over that community tab and get your vote in, and I'll go ahead and see if we can hook you guys up with some money on tomorrow's show. Let's go ahead now and jump on into today's slate of bet. Full slate of MLB games going on today. For the first one, we're going to look at this Tigers versus Royals game. We're going Tigers F5 team total over 2.5 runs and minus 115 over at DraftKings. Who's on the mound there for the Orioles? It's Keegan Aiken. Yeah, you guys, that name sounds awfully familiar to you guys. It's been a while since we've talked about him. He's still been bouncing around the minor leagues this season. He's been landing on the DL most recently, but he's back in the major leagues. You guys remember our man Keegan. We doned him Matt Harvey 2.0. Back in the beginning of the season when Matt Harvey was stinking it up, this guy was also been stinking it up, so we doned him Matt Harvey 2.0. He pitched recently against these Tigers on August 1st in a relief appearance. He got 1 out in that appearance and gave up 2 hits. This guy's getting rocked all season long. A 7.66 ERA, a 1.74 whip, and a 327 opponent's batting average. There's a reason why we've been fading this guy as any opportunity we get. We've been fading him, and we've been getting catches from him. He's only gone 5+ innings twice this season, so we've never talked about a bullpen and an F5 bet, but because this guy likely won't see 5 innings, let's go ahead and talk about this Orioles bullpen right here. Orioles bullpen since July 29th, they ranked 27th in opponent's batting average allowed. They ranked 30th in whip. They ranked 28th in FIP. 30th in ERA, and that ERA, folks, is at 7.97. Holy cow, that is really terrible right there. And then they ranked 24th in home runs per 9 innings allowed. So yeah, we expect Aiken to get hit hard. We expect him not to last 5 innings, and the bullpen, based on those stats, the bullpen is not providing any relief over these last 3 weeks there, right there. Aiken, he's a left-handed pitcher. We talked about the Tigers going up against left-handed pitching. We rode these Tigers against left-handed pitching to catches over the last full handful of weeks. Well, let's give you an update there. It's still, if we look at the Tigers versus left-handed pitching, over the last 3 weeks, they're still strong. They're number 4 in batting average. They're batting .292. So we've gotten cashes with Tigers against left-handed pitching, and they certainly haven't cooled off. Still batting .292 up over those last 3 weeks. And hey, let's just see what they do against right-handed pitching, because again, we don't expect Aiken to last that long. They come in at average. They come in at number 15 against batting average right there against right-handed pitching since July 19th. So yeah, this one was an easy bet to make. Let's hope we get that right result. It's Tigers F5 team total over 2.5 runs at -115 over at DraftKings. Let's go ahead and do another one here. Let's go ahead and do those White Sox versus Twins. We're going to do White Sox team total, F5 over 3 runs at +105 up over at PointsBet. I mean, what is there to like about this White Sox offense? I mean, really, all they doing is mashing the ball lately right there. They're getting healthy back there. They got Jimenez back in this lineup. So, yeah, I mean, you saw what they did last night. Obviously, against this Twins team, just put up runs early and often is what they're doing right now. Tim Anderson's hot. 2 straight games with leadoff home runs. So, yeah, they're really, really hot. They're going up against Griffin Jacks there of the Twins starter. This is going to be the second time they've seen him. To be fair to him, he shut them down, relatively speaking, his first appearance. And he's kind of had a nice outing, most of the season long. Had a good one against the Astros recently. Only gave up 1 run in 5.1 innings pitched. So, you may think I'm crazy taking this, but I just couldn't stay away from this at plus money. That's really what the deciding factor was, is plus money. Extremely, extremely hot bats there in the White Sox. So I'll go ahead and take my chance. If they can get up over 3 runs at plus money, I'll do that one at +105. If you're one of these people, I told you guys I would always mention when a full game team total is also in play. If you don't have the F5 team total, this is going to be a good spot for a full game team total as well, because we talked about maybe how Jax is having a decent season. Well, the Twins bullpen is not. Over the last 3 weeks, they're in the bottom 10 in most of the categories. So, yeah, maybe you want to pivot to the full game team total. I thought that was also well in play, but I settled on that F5 team total because of plus money right there. I never turned down a plus money bet, so that's why I am on the F5 team total as opposed to the full game team total. The next one we're going to do here is Rangers versus Mariners. Mariners F5 team total over 2.5 runs at +105 over a PointsBet. You've got Gilbert on the mound here versus Alec. Guys, that should sound extremely, extremely familiar from you guys, or for you guys, because this was the exact same pitching matchup on July 30th when we cashed this one because of the F5 money line. Remember I showed you how Gilbert was one of the top pitchers in cashing F5 profitability, and Allard was one of the least pitchers in F5 profitability? We got this cash on July 3rd. The reason why we're not doing the F5 today is Sportsbooks has caught up. I mean, that was easy money that we got there on July 3rd. Sportsbooks have caught up, and it's too much juice. I think the last I saw was like -140. Still, obviously, below my threshold of -150, but instead of doing that at a lot of juice, why not just pivot to the F5 team total over 2.5 runs at +105? They tagged Allard for 7 runs that day. I don't need 7, I just need 3. There's no reason why they can't do it. So, yeah, give me that Mariners F5 team total over 2.5 runs at +105. This is another one where if you want to pivot to the full game team total, I can't be mad at you as well, because obviously, we expect the Mariners to hit Allard here pretty hard like they did just recently there about a little over a week or so ago. And then when he's out of the game, you get the Rangers bullpen. The Rangers bullpen has been stinky here recently and large parts of the season. So, yeah, again, if this is another spot where if you don't have the F5 team total, you can go ahead and pivot to that full game team total if you'd like. Now let's go ahead and jump on into our dog of the day. Dog of the day. I already tweeted this one out. It's Tigers money line, and it's at even money up over at DraftKings. I couldn't even wait. You guys know I love using Bet Rivers 20% profit boost. You get another one on Tuesday. This one, though, is not going to be at plus money for much longer. I think the juice is going to get up on this one. And I actually think the juice could get it up so high by the time the first pitch got to be, by the time we got around the first pitch and using a profit boost, I don't think I could get it down to even money. So that's why I went ahead and just bet it at even money. As soon as I saw it, I couldn't throw my money at this bet fast enough. So yeah, Tigers money line, even money for me all day long. Casey Mize is on the mound. Does that sound familiar to you guys? This guy, remember I showed you the chart? Let's go ahead and put it up. He's still number one. Still number one, guys. Still number one F5 profitability pitcher is Casey Mize right there. So absolutely love that right there. We expect him to cruise through the first 5 innings like he's always done right there. Tigers bullpen. We've already talked about the Orioles bullpen. We talked about the F5 team total there for the Tigers. So let's talk about that Tigers bullpen. They come in number 8th in opponent's batting average. Remind you the Orioles were 27th. They come in at 16th in WHIP. Remind you the Orioles were dead last. They're 17th in FIP, where the Orioles were 28th. They're 5th in ERA, where the Orioles are dead last. And they're 15th in home runs per 9. If you guys recall, I told you guys the Orioles were 24th all since July 19th. So, yeah, we should win the first 5 innings, and we should certainly win the rest of this game because the Tigers have the starting pitching advantage. They've got the bullpen advantage. They've got the hitting advantage. They've been hitting right-handed pitching better than the Orioles recently, only by a little bit, but they've still been hitting right-handed pitching better. The Tigers ranked 15th, where I wrote it down here earlier. The Orioles are 20th. So, yeah, Tigers are 15, Orioles are 20. We think they're going to be out to a big lead anyways because they're going to mash that left-handed pitcher in Aiken. So, yeah, this line should have never been at even money. So, this was an absolute no-brainer as the dog of the day. It's that Tigers money line at even money over at DraftKings. All right, guys, a couple other things for you here. Let me go ahead and jump in here. I'll do that recap for you. And I got a couple other things to get for you here. Tigers F5 team total over 2.5 runs at -115. We're going to do the White Sox F5 team total over 3 runs at +105. Take that Mariners F5 team total over 2.5 runs at +105. And for the dog of the day, take the Tigers at even... Ooh, phone falling out of the pocket. That's cool. Hopefully the screen didn't break there. And we're going to take the dog of the day. We're going to take that Tigers money line over at even money. Don't forget, guys, now to jump over to that community tab. Get your vote in. Let me know which one of these 4 bets you think is the best wager. I'll go ahead and slap $50 on it and see if we can't give away some money up on tomorrow's show. The things I wanted to tell you outside of this is because I didn't use my profit boost of Bet Rivers on my dog of the day like I normally would, I'm eyeing the Reds Braves over 9.5 runs is where I'm thinking about maybe using that profit boost because you've got Gray on the mound versus Smiley here. The Reds versus left-handed pitching since July 19th ranked number 1 in batting average. The Braves versus right-handed pitching since July 19th ranked number 3 in batting average. So 2 teams that, at least from a starter perspective, should absolutely smash each one of these starters. Then once you get in the bullpens will give up a handful of runs as well. So thinking and considering about using my profit boost for Reds Braves over 9.5 runs. Again, you guys can go ahead and look for me on Twitter. If I go ahead and pull the trigger, that's where I'll go ahead and pull the trigger for you. And then the last thing before I get you guys out of here, DraftKings doing that same game parlay. They launched same game parlays in all of their markets. They're doing a free $10 risk-free opportunity. You guys remember from our Sunday night, baseball, really for the last handful of weeks, we've been crushing those. I think it's 5 of 9 or 5 of 10, like I said on yesterday's show. So we're going to be using it. This thing expires tomorrow. It expires tomorrow, so we got to get it in. We may use it today on the Tigers. We may use it today on the Mariners. We may use it tomorrow on the Blue Jays, or may use it tomorrow on the White Sox. So I wanted to give you guys a heads up. Those are the 4 spots I'm eyeing for it. Look for me on Twitter. Go ahead and pull the trigger right there. I'll go ahead and tweet whatever my same game parlay is right there. But I wanted to put it in front of you guys. These are the 4 games that I'm eyeing, and we're going to look to use one of these on our risk-free opportunity. See if we can't take some more of DraftKings money. All right, guys, that's how we're going to do it right there. Go ahead and hit that like button on your way out. Go ahead and vote for the best wager of the day, and we'll see you guys back on tomorrow's show. Have a good one. Thanks for watching till the end. I'm Jason Mattis. Any love you can show by giving me a like, a subscription, or a comment, or even just share this video is very much appreciated. And don't forget to turn on your notifications to increase your chances of locking in the same odds as I talked about today. And check out my other great videos in these corners.